Hello, welcome to Cooking with Catchley. Catchley? Okay. Today we are making wacky mac and cheese. Wacky? What? Yeah, change of plans. I'm not going off script. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a rhubarb pie. Baking with Ashley. Hello everyone, today we are making rhubarb pie. The first things you're gonna need is pie crust. You can use homemade or you can buy one from the store. I personally will be using a homemade one that you can find the recipe for in another video. Of course, you'll need rhubarb, which can be fresh or frozen as long as it's thawed. You're going to need granulated sugar from the filling and cornstarch to help thicken it. You'll need 1 large egg for the egg wash as well. I'll put every ingredient you need on the screen and read them off for you. 1 14 to 16 ounce pie crust, thawed if frozen, 1 large egg, 1 teaspoon of water, 1.5 pounds chopped rhubarb, about 6 cups or 6 stalks, thawed if frozen, 3/4 cups of granulated sugar, 1/4 cup of cornstarch, a half a teaspoon ground cinnamon, which is optional, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 2 tablespoons coarse sugar. I'll give you a second before hopping into the rest of the actual instructions. Are we good? Good. For our first step, arrange a rack in the middle of the oven and heat to 375 Fahrenheit. Place a rimmed baking sheet in the oven to preheat. Unroll one of the pie crusts and transfer it to a 9-inch pie plate. Press the dough on the bottom and up on the sides of the pie plate, being careful not to puncture it. Your second step is as follows. Using a fork, whisk your 1 large egg and 1 teaspoon of water together in a small bowl to make an egg wash. Brush the pie dough with an even layer of the egg wash, refrigerate the pie dish and remaining crust while preparing the filling. For our filling, you're going to place 1.5 pounds chopped rhubarb, 3/4 cup granulated sugar, 1/4 cornstarch, your optional teaspoon, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt into a large bowl and toss until well combined. Pour all of it, including any liquid, into the prepared crust. Unroll the second pie dough on a work surface. This will be our top piece. Use a 1-inch round cutter or paring knife to make 8 to 10 vent holes in the dough. Alternatively, you can also use a straw to create tiny vent holes. It is important that the filling has plenty of holes, or the filling won't thicken. Transfer the second crust over onto the pie over the filling and crimp the edges to seal. Brush the top and edges of the dough with the egg wash. Sprinkle generously with the 2 tablespoons coarse sugar. You might not use all of it. For our last step, bake until the filling is bubbling, 40 to 45 minutes. Check after 30, you may need to cover the top or edges of the pie crust with aluminum foil if the crust is getting too dark. Let the pie cool on a wire rack for at least 4 hours before serving. And that's all it takes. It's easy as pie. Literally. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for hanging out with me.